beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's getting close. So let's take a look and let's see if we can maybe change your relationship with Christmas as it relates to money. And if you have a love-hate relationship like a lot of us do with Christmas, let's get it edged towards more comfortable. Let's make every part of Christmas become more manageable, more delightful, and more fulfilling. The first place I'd like to start with is, who do you need to buy gifts for? And is there someone that needs, number one, added to that list, or are there some people that need deleted? Society puts a lot of pressure on us that you have to participate and draw a name for this and do this at work, and then you probably should get this person a gift, and on it goes. And the first thing I'd like you to do as step one is to make your list. Look at that list and make sure it's who you want to spend your hard-earned money on. I'm not saying be Scrooge or be stingy, but I am saying who's pressuring you? Who's making your Christmas their Christmas? Let's find out who you really, from your heart, want to send gifts to. A lot of times you have business relationships that you want to give them something. You want to say, hey, thanks. I appreciate the business, or I appreciate you being my vendor. But I want to make sure that each gift is one where you're giving exactly who you want to give to. And comment below. Let me know, do you feel pressure? Are you having to give to people you don't want to give to? And if you removed them, would it do damage to you? There are certain people that if you don't do it because it's business related, perhaps it could do damage to you. But would it really? In the big scheme of things, I want just to have people on my list that I want to give to from the heart. I'm happy to give them something. I want to give them something. I'm not the kind of person that believes in shoulds, like, well, you should. When I hear the word should, that is somebody else's boundary and not mine. But let me know below. Do you feel these shoulds like you should give all the time? I'd love to hear your comments. I would love to hear what you have to say about the pressures of who should be on your list. Part two of making Christmas wonderful, I want to talk about what does gift giving mean to you, to your family, and to your kids. Have you ever had that discussion? Have you ever sat down and said, what's all this mean? What do I want my gift giving to another person to mean? What does it mean to me? And what am I hoping it means to them? One of the things that I find as I watch is that after Christmas, you know the kid that got a new car for Christmas, and perhaps you have a tight budget and you gave all that you felt you could give to your children. And does that make them feel like they're less than? They're less important than the person that got the car? Does the person who got the car feel guilty because all of their friends didn't get a car? A lot of this can be handled if you have a family discussion and you talk about that gifts are something someone can give. They can give in the amount that works for their personal budget. It doesn't have and it does not equate to love. So a bigger gift, a more expensive gift, does not equate to love. It equates to your philosophy tied to your budget amount. So I would recommend that you sit down and have that discussion. Really hash it out. If you have a partner in life, husband and wife, have that discussion. What does it mean to each of you? Does it matter Would you rather have an experience or an adventure for the whole family versus individual gifts? What do your kids want? What does gift giving mean to them? We don't have these conversations, and wow, they can be enlightening. And let everyone speak freely. Let them know that they get to speak freely about what receiving a gift means, what giving a gift means, and what are their reactions after they give the gift or after they receive the gift. I would love to hear what some of the kids say, what your partners say, and what you feel. Comment below. This really helps me to make sure I'm giving you information that's helpful to you. I would love to know. For part 3 of this, I want to talk about dollar amounts. Once you've established your list, then beside each person's name, establish an amount that you feel is appropriate for the gift for them, for their age, and also does it fit into your Christmas budget? This is what happens. I've done it. We've all done it. You go out, you go into the mall or wherever you're headed to do your Christmas shopping, and you have typically everyone's name, and you know what you want to buy them, what you're trying to find, what that fun gift would be. And you find it. And you're like, yay, they're off the list. And then you go into the next store and you're like, oh, but I know they would love that also. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Great. Where are you going to get the money for that second gift? It's so easy to do. It is so easy to end up with one thing for a person and then you've got a couple and you've overspent immediately. And if you're like me, I don't know if you are, but then I get in the mall and I'm like, oh wow, that is a great looking top. I'm going to try that on. And then I buy that for myself. And as I go from store to store to store, I keep finding things that, well, I like. And the first thing you know, at the end of the day, I have overspent on what I was going to spend for my gifts for others. And I'm walking out with a couple bags of things for me. And it all feels great at the moment. And then the bill arrives and I am way over budget. And then that doesn't feel good. Let's make sure your gift giving aligns with your budget and that's all there is. Give it with an open heart. Give it freely, but don't overspend. Do you make a Christmas budget or do you just fling it and then figure out how it's going to be? I would hope that each and every one of you makes a budget, but let me know. Tell me, do you budget? Do you run over budget all the time? Are you always under budget? Are you kind of a Scrooge? Where's the happy medium for you? What works for you? This is what this is about, not what works for other people. What works for you, for your gift-giving style and what you want to do. Let me know, comment below. I would love to know what you do about a true budget for Christmas. Part 4 of having a great Christmas is deciding what you want to do about your kids or your partner. We all, not all, but most of us live in a place where we have just about everything we need in life. We really do. And getting another sweater, another pair of earrings, another football jersey. We just don't need it. I would like you to reevaluate what you want to do. And I hear a lot of people say, well, I told the kids we're not giving gifts this year. We're going to go and take your money and we're going to do whatever with it. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. But perhaps why don't we let the kids be kids? When you were a kid and we knew Santa was coming, it was a big night. You couldn't sleep. You were all excited and you were just in anticipation. And instead of taking that from the kids, here's a suggestion. Have the kids, instead of getting you a gift, let their gift from you be something that is more on the giving of to community, let's say. So perhaps instead of them buying you a gift, whatever they were going to spend, maybe they go and they buy an ornament and they take it and they visit a nursing home and give it to someone in the nursing home. Or whatever amount they were going to spend on you, what if they bought someone in your neighborhood that you know is struggling this year? There's been a loss or they're just alone and they would enjoy getting some kind of a little gift. There's always the food pantries and stuff, but I would like for you to take your money that the kids would spend and teach them true giving. Let them see what it means to be old and alone in a nursing home, perhaps, or old and alone in your neighborhood. Maybe someone you know recently has lost a loved one and they're alone. Maybe just a quick visit, a knock on the door and some cookies. Something that shows giving for just giving. It's just an idea. So let's see what you come up with. Let me know if you have any great ideas, things that you know could make a difference in that one person's life. And have the kids give their gift to you, to someone else down the line. Because do you really need another gift? This way, the kids still get Christmas. Yay! And your Christmas becomes kind of double happy because your kids are doing something that's fantastic, that takes more effort, really. And then you get to watch them do that. It can be so totally heartfelt. Let me know if you think this is a great idea or if you may totally disagree with it. Let me know. Okay, time for part 5 of Making Christmas Great. This is what I find so many times when I'm coaching people. And I call it clean giving. And we all get excited at Christmas and we do want to give. And it's fun to give and it's fun to receive. But are you clean giving? And what I mean by that is, are you giving what you can afford? And are you giving it because you want to make the other person happy? You want to see them smile. You want them to get that one thing they wanted in life. Or are you giving from ego? Are you trying to be the cool person in the gift giving? Are you trying to be the grandparent that outgives the parent? Are you trying to be the one parent in the divorced couple that gives more? You're going to show them. Or are you clean giving? This is a tough nut, and it's hard to get honest about it. And I can tell you there have been so many times in my life where I was giving from ego. It's embarrassing. I didn't want to admit it, but I've done it. And I had to get that cleaned up. I had to say, this is the amount I'm going to spend. I'm not going to try to be the big giver. I'm not going to try to be cool. I'm going to give what I can afford to give, and I'm going to get in that uncomfortable place of I get no ego reward for this. If you've been doing this, take some time and step back. Sit with yourself, sorry, sit with yourself and really change this habit. It's not good for you. It's not good for the other person. And it's certainly not good for your Christmas budget. If you want to talk about it and comment below, please do. This is a tough one, but it's now time to look at it at Christmas, and then this will carry throughout the rest of your year. For birthdays, other holidays, whatever it is, quit giving from your ego. Give from the heart. That's what gifts are meant to be. Don't try to be the cool parent. Don't try to be the cool grandparent. Don't try to be the friend that outgives all the other friends. Just give from the heart. Let me know if this resonates with you. And no judgment, no harsh comments. If someone's being honest and open, let's not get on them. There's no judgment to this. We all do the best we can at any given moment. And I just want you to get a clean heart and clean giving. Thanks so very much. Have a great Christmas. Make it valuable, make it real, stick to your budget, make it clean giving, and have an absolutely fabulous Christmas season.